Imagine living in a country gripped by civil war for more than half a century, a conflict that's left more than 200,000 people dead and displaced millions more. That's the lot of Colombia, which isn't a country you hear much about in New Zealand. But in the last 3 months, a small but growing number of Colombian refugees have moved to Invercargill for a second chance, a chance to live in peace. Our Otago Southern reporter, Timothy Brown, went there to meet the Medina Osorio family.
I like Invercargill because it's not it's not a big city, but have everything that I need. For example, the boats, the library, the cinema. Yeah, I have many things. I like Invercargill.
Despite growing up a world away from Invercargill in the southern province of Caqueta in Colombia, 18-year-old Mikey Medina has quickly embraced Kiwi life. He has only been speaking English for a few months, but has already learnt enough to tell me of his love of school and music, and Invercargill. The city once derided as the arsehole of the world by the Rolling Stones is paradise to the Medina family. Wilson Medina, Jacquelina Osorio and their children aged 11, 14, 16 and 18 were forced to flee their home in the war-torn southern province of Caqueta in 2016. Caqueta is one of the main areas where coca, from which cocaine is extracted, is cultivated. It's also long been considered a stronghold of the left-wing FARC rebels and for years was the main stage for violent combat between the guerrillas, far-right paramilitaries and the armed forces. Jacquelina explains through a translator what life was like there.
It's different like in Syria or in other countries. You have a war and you know who is who. But in Colombia we kill between us and I suffering rapes and very hard for me. So I know more people have more deep and complex problem that we have. The government of Colombia is blind. They don't care. The government in Colombia just have the power, and for the victims for the conflict is just pushed to one side.
But despite the violence, it was still heartbreaking for the Medinas to leave Colombia, as it also meant leaving friends and family. But their hearts are beginning to heal as they adjust to their new home. Colombia still home?
Oh, claro. Y es Invercargill, ya, Colombia.
Yeah, it's Invercargill, Colombia. I still love my country with all my heart and everything. After all the bad things happened to me over there, but I have in my blood the love for my country.
It helps that about 30 Colombian refugees now call Invercargill home, and that will increase to 90 by the end of the year. Red Cross's Southern Humanitarian Services Manager, Sue Price, says the refugees have taken to their adopted city with gusto and have put their best foot forward in joining the community. She says the weather has been the least of their concerns.
One or two of them have spoken to me through an interpreter and have said it's not the coldness of the climate that they're even thinking about. It's the warmth of the welcome that they've been getting. They'd rather be safe and happy somewhere a little cooler.
As my day with Wilson, Jacquelina and their children comes to an end, I ask if they have anything else they want to say.
See you tomorrow.
No, Invercargill, city, good.
Very, very good.
For now, the family is focused on learning English, with Wilson and Jacquelina spending their days focusing on mastering the language while their children are at school. In Invercargill, para Checkpoint, Timothy Brown.